narrative, dragging somebody's name. And then when that person responds, clearing their name, all the media outlets, everybody that was dragging their name is just silent, not giving them that same platform to defend themselves. And sometimes they're literally proven innocent. And it's like that innocence will never get as big as that initial expose or whatever you want to call it. Lil Mosey is a perfect example because he was later proven innocent, but his image is forever stained. So in this situation, Carlos has made an attempt to clear his name. But I'm not gonna lie, it was a pretty shitty attempt. Like it was pretty bad. We'll get to it in a minute. But to catch you guys up to speed, Nigel goes on Lamont's podcast. Carlos's name gets brought up. He makes a face, said he doesn't fuck with him, but he kind of just leaves it at that. He doesn't give any details and everyone's left wondering. But then a little while later, he goes to Dan Webbs. Dan Webbs makes a video because Nigel reached out to him and said, you know, if you want to talk, we can talk. And this is where the situation gets kind of weird because Nigel ends up sending Dan screenshots of his and Carlos's DMs, their private DMs that don't make Carlos look too good. And basically the whole story here is that Carlos was inappropriately touching an underage girl while teaching her how to skate while he was drunk on the job. So obviously this is a very serious topic, but this happened almost 5 years ago and it was never handled the proper way. So now we're here and it's unfolding like this in a Dan Webbs YouTube video. I don't know why he was the one that ended up reporting on all this. So then I ended up reacting to Dan's video live on stream. I clipped it, uploaded it to this channel. And at this point there was like hardly any input from Carlos, just those private DMs that I showed earlier. Up until yesterday, he hopped on this dude Chad's channel for an interview. So obviously this shit's being treated as like some stupid little YouTube beef, like Nigel versus Carlos. But bro, there's a victim involved if this is all true. And again, like my reaction video, like I kept making it clear, like this is alleged. If this comes out to be true, like I wasn't dragging him, I was literally just reacting to the video. But let me know what you guys think down below, like where this shit all went left, if you think I fucked up by uploading my reaction. Because in my head when I'm reacting to this is something alleged that's finally coming to light, and I'm thinking more people should hear about this. But honestly, there's not that much proof here from Nigel. I'm not saying Carlos is innocent, I'm not saying he's guilty, but we just get this private DM conversation that does make him look a little guilty. But yeah, obviously you guys are more than capable of forming your own opinion based on all this information as well. Like I'm a viewer just like you guys, so I got my opinion on it, you guys are gonna have yours. But like the bottom line is like, this shit, I don't think it should have panned out like this. But like, we're not gonna know everything here. Like Nigel's gonna know what he knows. Carlos is gonna know what he remembers because apparently he was drunk all the time. And then Braille, they're just gonna act like they don't know what's going on. They replied what to this comment about the whole situation. I don't know who's behind the account. I just thought that was kind of weird. But yeah, there's obviously a million questions that could be asked here. If this unfortunately is all true, why didn't the girl come forward? Why wasn't legal action taken? And you could come up with your own assumptions here. Obviously, Nigel did say in one of his messages that the girl came forward to them, the rest of the Braille team. So you know it's a sticky situation. He was on the job under the influence. Maybe she just didn't want Braille to catch all the backlash or it be some type of lawsuit because it was on the job. I don't know. Like I said, there's a lot of different variables. You guys could come up with your own assumptions. But it all leads to this interview that Carlos ended up doing, this 42-minute video on Chad Sinclair's channel. I don't know why Carlos chose to do it here, but this is what he chose to do. And obviously it's a 42-minute video. I am not going to play you guys this whole thing. I listened to it. It's not that very good. This guy just kind of sounds like he's just like a fan of Carlos, so he's agreeing with everything he's saying and just acting like he's 100% innocent. I hate to even draw this much attention to Chad's video because it was so fucking shitty, but this is where Carlos chose to make an attempt to clear his name. So this is the one shot I'm giving him. This is the last time I'm talking about this. Let's hear what he says.
He claims that like you touched her inappropriately when you were trying to help her.
Honestly, if I did, it was a very honest accident. You know how you catch a fellow skateboarder. I don't know what happened, and if it was like derogatory or anything, it was an accident.
Yeah, no, I teach.
You know how you catch your fellow skateboarder. I was just trying to like protect a person.
Yeah, no,
so they don't fall down.
I know how that is. You know, somebody's gonna fall. You're just gonna go try to catch them. You're not thinking of where you're placing your hands at the moment.
Yeah, no. This is like 5 years ago. And I feel so bad because they should have just brought it up to my attention immediately, and I had no idea.
Well, what I find weird is, like you just said, this was 5 years ago. And I thought this was recent. But, like, something from 5 years ago, if it was a big enough issue, you figure the girl that this happened to would have brought it up. She would have mentioned it at the moment. And like the fact that she didn't even mention it, and then now 5 years later she still hasn't mentioned it or brought it up, it's now Nigel bringing this forward, is just really kind of weird to me that he would bring this up. And it was like an accident. It was an honest mistake that wasn't even a big deal.
It was an honest accident, and if anybody knows me personally, lately especially, like I did not do anything derogatory or anything on that platform. Like,
He's really not helping his case here at all, bro. He literally said, if I did, it was an accident. I'm going to play one more part of this interview, but again, like, these are just small clips of a 42-minute video. If you really want to, like, I'm not trying to take anything out of context here. If you really want to, you can find this video. I'm not going to link it, but you can find it and listen to the whole thing for yourself. But as you could tell from this clip, bro, he's just a bad interviewer.
But you're not even going to go that route. Like, you probably have all means to go this legal route and nail him for this because he's causing you harm, but you're not even going to bother doing that. You just want to move on with your life and live peacefully without dealing with this stuff.
I would like to think that, but apparently he caused so much controversy, and I guess I don't really care anymore. Like, enough is enough.
Yeah.
Like, you want the platform, go ahead, take it. You're pro, happy for you, do your thing.
Yeah.
Just
keep you out of it.
Yeah, just enough is enough.
Yeah.
I think that's my attitude right now these days.
Yeah, well, hopefully after this comes out, it just all goes away because there's nothing there. There's no photos, there's no proof, there's no evidence, there's nothing. It's just bullshit, and it's all he said, she said, and you already owned up to what happened. There's no photos. You owned up to what happened at the park. If anything, it might have been an incident. It was an accident. Shit happens. I'm a skateboard instructor. I know how it goes.
Hey.
Listen, paying $14.99 a month for a streaming app and $9.99 a month for a music app and...
Look, it was just a lonely life, excessive drinking, I admit to that, and the guilt will never leave my life. Okay, like, I feel that way every day.
Yeah.
But it was my fault. It was my problem. But as far as the allegations, no, that never happened.
Well, that's one thing that is respectful about you, is that you don't even have to own up to the drinking, but you're owning up to that. You're apologizing for the drinking, and you don't even have to go there. It's the other stuff that people are worried about, and even that stuff.
I get that part.
It's like that just goes to show you that your character, that you're acknowledging that. So
there's another part in this interview where he keeps bringing up Carlos's character. He just sounded so thankful that Carlos gave him a shot, because this dude Chad said that he reached out to Nigel as well, and didn't get a response, so that he was just so grateful that Carlos gave him a chance, and it just shows how, like, his character, that he's willing to, I don't know, let me find it.
I even reached out to Nigel. I reached out to Dan. They both completely ignored me. I reached out to you, and I was actually pretty surprised that you actually responded. So, like I said, I respect you for actually responding, and, like, there's no reason for you to even respond to me and, like, come on here and do all this, but it just goes to show you that your character, that you're a good guy, and you're just trying to clear the waves and show the truth. And, like, the truth is that it's all, like you said, bullshit, and shit happens, and if there was anything there, it should have been dealt with 5 years ago. But the thing is that it wasn't dealt with 5 years ago because there was nothing there. Nothing happened.
Yeah, exactly. And if there was something, they should have brought it up.
Yeah.
But
dude,
on my end,
it goes from oh my gosh, how does it go from you're 100% innocent, nothing's there, and he's like, yep, and if something did happen, they should have brought it up. It's like, what? But nah, I'm gonna be honest, the shit that really pissed me off about this dude Chad's video is there was a part where he's, like, really defending Carlos, and he's like, they're just using your name for clicks and for clout. And then you scroll down, he literally has hashtag Carlos Lastra, hashtag Dan Webbs, and the description reads, in this video, we sit down with Carlos Lastra to address the allegations surrounding him, get the inside scoop on what really happened as Carlos sets the record straight. Don't miss out on this exclusive interview. Watch now for all the drama and tea. Bro, this isn't no fucking drama and tea. This is a serious situation. Again, that's alleged, but, like, this is, if it's true, there's a victim involved. This isn't some fucking little bullshit tea channel. I don't fuck with this. Why are you painting it out like that? And obviously, I'm not saying I'm 100% innocent here either. I reacted to Dan's video. I used Carlos in the thumbnail. And maybe I was wrong for that, but I tried to just keep a more serious approach when watching the video. This shit just fried, bro. I don't know if he's just, like, I don't know what he's doing, bro. But yeah, he clearly says a lot more in the 42-minute video. There's some parts where he's just kind of, they go off topic, and they're just, like, talking about how passionate he is for skating, and then he's talking about, you know, traumatic experiences he's went through, and just not to like discredit anything from Carlos, but like it does kind of just sound like he's trying to throw things on there for sympathy points. But yeah, this was part of his response. Again, I'm not trying to take this out of context. It's a long video. I'm not about to watch the whole thing with you guys. I listened to the whole thing, but yeah, this shit's just fried now. Trust me, I do wish Carlos was able to hop on and like provide proof and clear his name, because I would feel a lot more comfortable making this video, because I do feel weird making a second video about this shit. It just seems like I'm attacking him, or I'm like milking this shit. But like I said, I just felt like I had to say something, since I did put up that first reaction video to Dan's, and yeah, like I said, he made an attempt to clear his name, so I gotta touch on it a little bit. But that's it, bro. I don't care if there's more updates, if some other crazy shit comes out about it. Like, if it has to do with the situation, I'm not posting a video about it. I'm not, bro. I'll be going back to my regular scheduled streams here on this channel. If it's like some stupid YouTube skater drama, like the recent Jason Park, Jeff DeCesare shit, like, we can talk about that, bro. We can watch stuff like that. You know, that's like a fun watch. That's like something that's not that deep, but it's like fun to hear about and watch and talk about.